guys, so the month of August is over, and what a month it has been. It has been a very hectic, busy and exciting month. A lot has happened, so I've got a lot of favourites to share with you guys. But rather than sit here jabbering away, I'm going to jump straight into it with entertainment. So my favourite TV show this month is quite difficult because there's been a couple, but I think my favourite TV show has been Devious Maids. Now, I adore Devious Maids. Dramedy, is that what they call comedy dramas, with like sort of mysteries and relationships, and it's a lot of fun if you've not seen it. And I absolutely adore Rosie and Spence. They're like my favourite characters and couple in it, and they had quite a dramatic journey this season. As always, there's a massive cliffhanger at the end of the season, so it's going to be like a year before I get to find out what happens. But I cannot lie, I have been thoroughly enjoying Devious Maids this month, so I had to include that as my favourite TV show. Now, I don't have a favourite film, but I do have a favourite play. I went to see a play this month that Lena recommended, and I went to see it with Jen, and I've already stuck the like leaflet in my scrapbook, so I'm just going to show you that. That's what the leaflet is. It was called Pond Wife. It was like a comic play retelling of The Little Mermaid, but without the romance and with lots of feminism and 90s music, and it was so fantastic. And if you ever get a chance to see it, I think they move around a bit. They were in London when I saw them, but I think they perform other places as well, and I'd highly recommend going to see it. It was really better than I was even expecting. I mean, I trust Lena, but I was kind of like, what am I going to see? And then I sat down and just really enjoyed myself for the whole time I was there, and I think Jen agrees, so highly recommend checking out Pond Wife. And I'm sure my favourite book will come as no surprise to any of you if you've been following me on Twitter or on my channel recently, and it is The Dumb House by John Burnside. I was sent this book this month by Vintage, and they've just re-released some modern Scottish classics in their Red Spine editions, and this was one of them, and it is amazing, guys. I don't want to talk about it too much in this video because I have talked about it a lot recently and done a full review, so I'll link that down below. But it is a kind of dark, disturbing tale of a sociopath, essentially, who's obsessed with the idea of the soul's place in the body and the innateness of speech, and ends up conducting some really weird experiments. So yeah, I'll link my review down below if you want to check it out, but 5 out of 5 stars, adore this book so much. But I actually have to include another book at this point, and I'm not quite finished. I've got about 20 pages left, but I've read about 140 pages since yesterday. I could not put this book down as soon as I picked it up, and I wanted to include it in this video, and it's A Portable Shelter by Kirsty Logan. Now, I ended up pre-ordering this because they only did 1,000 issues of the hardback, and the paperback comes out next year, so you might not be able to get your hands on this anymore, but like I said, the paperback will be coming out next year. This is another one that Jen recommended. She's a big fan of Kirsty Logan's work, and I hadn't read anything by her so far, although I do also own The Gracekeepers. And this book is magnificent. It is about a lesbian couple one of which is pregnant, so they're about to have a child together, and they basically tell the child's stories whilst it's in the womb, and this book is just all the stories that they're telling it, and you just like, you finish one story and you're like, oh, just another one, and suddenly you're almost finished it and it's been a few hours and you've done nothing else. So next I'm going to talk about YouTube stuff, but also kind of YouTubers merch and Summer in the City. So I was at Summer in the City this month, and I was on the Booktube panel. This is the second year the Booktube panel has run at Summer in the City, and I've been on it both years, and it was so much fun this year. It was even bigger than last year, and I think even more if you came. My particular favourite is that afterwards we all went and sat outside and had like a little meet up, and it was so much fun. I feel like it's really difficult at things like Summer in the City because there does feel like there's a divide between YouTubers and fans, which is absurd because, like, I mean, I consider myself both of those things, as I'm sure lots of you do. It is a really odd sensation, and it causes a lot of thoughts in my mind, but I must say there's something about like our Booktube meetup that just doesn't have that about it, which I really like. I feel like even though some people made videos, some people didn't make videos, some people have been on the panel, some people have been in the audience, I didn't feel like there was any tension between any of that. It just felt like a group of people that like books hanging out, and it was so much fun, and I got to talk to some people, and it was really nice chatting with people. I just want to go to more Booktube meetups in the future now. I'm really inspired to go to Booktube meetups, and in fact, if you are in Edinburgh this weekend, Saturday, is it the 5th or the 6th? I'll have to double check that and write in the description below. We're actually having a bit of a meet-up in Edinburgh. Lauren, Lena, Jen and myself, who are 4 of the official Man Booker vloggers this year, are getting together from 2 to 4 in the Edinburgh Bookshop on a Saturday and just going to be hanging out there, having tea and like and chatting about books, and we'll just sort of be there if you want to like stop by and chat about books with us, whether it be Man Booker books or just any books. And I can tell sitting for 2 hours in a bookshop is going to be detrimental to my purse, and I'm going to come out with so many books, but please do stop by if you're in Edinburgh. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. God, I'm like a spider, I feel like doing this all the time. Down there. But now I want to talk about a couple of things that I bought at Somewhere in the City that are favourites this month. So the first thing I want to show to you is a piece of art, which is here. So I'll pull it down for you to see. It was a print and I've put it in a frame, and it looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. And let me see if I can focus. It says "My Side, My Laptop Side," if you can't read that. I'm sure a lot of you find this identifiable. I know I did. And this was from a YouTuber called Maddy's stall. I've been subscribed to her channel for a while. She used to make videos at Individual Maddy, and now she mainly makes videos at her new channel, Maddy Vian's Drawing Days, which is just youtube.com/drawing days, but I'll link that down below. And she was selling some of her artwork in like bits and pieces at Somewhere in the City, and she had some of these prints and they were only £5, which feels like a bargain because it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it looks quite nice in this white frame. So I had to hang it up. I absolutely love her artwork, and I'm so happy to have this little print. So definitely go and check out her channel and some of her artwork. It's fantastic and she's so lovely. So the next thing I have to show you that I bought at Somewhere in the City is this gorgeous tote bag. It's got a really nice long handle actually, but let's see, this is what it looks like. It says, "What the hell is a Hufflepuff?" Good question. I'm a Hufflepuff. And that's the back, as each of these tote bags actually have different backs, and this one had a little bit of Latin on it, so got that one. That's what that looks like. And these are from a shop called Alternate Universe, which is run by the lovely Kim, who is just so nice. I was chatting with her at Somewhere in the City, and I've talked to her on Twitter a bit, and she's just so nice, and her stuff is gorgeous. I wanted to buy way more of it than I did, but I had to resist. They have some really cool like Harry Potter themed scarves and hats and stuff, and I really wanted a Hufflepuff one, but I resisted. I got this. I got this. I managed to keep it down to one thing at the moment, but they do have an online shop, so I will link the online shop down below, and I'll link all of Kim's links like Twitter and Instagram, and then her shops in Twitter and Instagram. There's going to be lots of links. She's lovely and her stuff is lovely, and I would highly recommend checking it out. It's not all Harry Potter themed, but there's a lot of awesome Harry Potter themed stuff if you are a Harry Potter fan. And I love my little tote bag, and just now I've got a little notebook. I'm using it to store notebooks in my room, so that's definitely a favourite this month. Now, it's somewhat related to YouTube. My next favourite is my new camera, which I am filming on right now, so I cannot show you, but here you are. This is what we are. God, I'm still getting used to filming on it. I still keep looking in the viewfinder, I know, instead of looking in the lens, and I'm trying really hard to make sure I look in the lens. And also I know sometimes it goes a little bit out of focus because I just move so much. I'm just such a fidget, and I forget that it kind of tries to focus on me all the time. But I am loving my new camera. It is the Canon EOS 700D. I just got like the starter kit, so it's just got a kit lens, which is like 18 to 55 millimeters, that like you can get in a set with the camera body. So no fancy lens at the moment, although this one seems to be doing me quite fine, but it's like you can adjust it, so like whee. Anyway, I'm no camera expert. I love filming and recording, but I've always been more of an analog camera person for photographs, so I really need to play around with this and have a bit of fun for photography and for filming. But I've already taken it out and about and done some filming with it, which is hopefully going to be really handy, and I'm really excited to use it, and it's just, it's so much fun. Like, I love filming on my iPhone, it was so handy, but there were some things I couldn't do on my iPhone, and as time has passed I've just really wanted a DSLR. I saved up money for it, and I think it has been well worth the investment, so I'm really excited to be filming videos on it. But on that note, I guess my next favourite is handing in my dissertation, although I don't know if it makes me happy. I feel a little bit disorientated and it's a little bit surreal, but in August I did finish up my masters. I handed in my dissertation, which was definitely a relief, but I cannot, obviously it's really difficult to let go and just be like, let it out there in the universe. I keep worrying about it and thinking of all the other things I could have done in it, but hopefully I did enough to get a good mark, and hopefully it's a good piece of work. I was quite proud of it. I did my dissertation on women's honour in classical Athens. Yeah, now I have a few months off of university, which I mentioned in one of my recent videos, so I'm going to be doing lots of videos, and in fact in September I think I'm going to try and do Vlogtember, which is what I think the cool kids call it these days, which is a video every day in September. So yeah, I'm going to give that a shot, because this is the first time in ages that I have had just my time to myself, and I really have loads of videos that I want to do, and yeah, I just thought I'd give it a shot, so look out for that. Hopefully there's some stuff in the mix there that you'll be interested in, and if you have any videos in particular you'd like to see, then let me know. There's definitely some I have plans for, like a dissertation video and some ancient history videos and some Man Booker videos. Last but not least, a much more relaxing and simpler favourite is peppermint tea. I am an absolute massive fan of peppermint tea. It's one of my favourite teas, and I recently started drinking the PG Tips peppermint tea, which I hadn't tried before. My favourite peppermint tea up until this point had been the Marks & Spencer's peppermint tea, which I really liked. But I was recently introduced to the PG Tips, which comes in a little biodegradable triangle tea bags, and it's delicious. I don't have any left because I've drank them all and I haven't got a new box yet. But if you like peppermint tea or want to try peppermint tea, highly recommend the PG Tips peppermint tea. It is delicious. Really big fan of my peppermint tea, so I had to include that in this month's favourites. But I think this video has been going on for quite a while, so I'm gonna cut things off here, even though there's probably a ton of other things I could mention as favourites this month. And until next time guys, happy reading, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye guys!